Hey folks, it's been almost a month since I did my last video. Part of me feels like apologising for it being so long, but I think like anyone else, I'm just normal in respect of life sometimes gets in the way. I would love to do a video every week, like a weekly update, or every 2 weeks. But I think for me, it's realistically, without putting too much pressure on myself, I'm going to go along with you will get a video, at least one video a month, and you'll get the good, the bad and the ugly of my weight loss journey, and some of my own body positivity, mental health, etc., and the normal stuff, the normal shit that people deal with on a daily basis, regardless of their weight loss journey. So instead of you keeping you waiting for my progress report on my weight so far, towards the end of the video, I'm going to tell you right from the start. So when I started back in November, that was my heaviest, which was 33 stones, 0.4, which is 211 kg. I'm now at 28 stone, 11 pounds, 182 kg, a total loss of 63 pounds, or 4 stones, 7 pounds, 4.5 stone, 28 kg is my total loss so far. I'm really pleased with that. I had a bit of a wobble a few weeks ago. It wasn't last week, it was the previous week. For the first time on my journey, I stepped on the scales and I was really shocked and surprised, and I was actually showed a gain of £3. I've experienced this before on previous weight loss journeys or diets, and I'm sure anyone can relate to it. It's never nice when you're continuously losing weight and you have that 1 week where for whatever reason, you don't know why, but you've gained weight. So I was quite upset by that, to be honest. But I put my big girl pants on and I had a think about it, and I realised that particular week, not necessarily even intentionally, but I'd done a lot more exercise, and I think a lot of that particular week, because my diet, as in my food, had not changed whatsoever, and I couldn't understand it. Maybe I think a lot of it was to do with doing more exercise, and it was water retention. The following week, I lost the £3 that I put on, plus another £2. So overall, I'm still on the downward spiral of my weight loss journey, which is fantastic. Quite a few things I want to talk. It's a bit of a mixed bag, this video. The last month's been a bit difficult for me because I obviously having that gain that week threw me a little bit. I've also probably had a difficult month with some friends, not in a bad way, but I've had some friends who are going through some issues themselves, whether that's physically or with their mental health. And I am very much one of those people who I like to help people. I like to try to solve their problems, even though I know that we can't help everybody all of the time. But I've spent a lot of time recently trying to help 2 or 3 really close friends with issues they've got, whether that could be a recent bereavement, loss of a parent, or somebody's mental health, etc., or someone's recent diagnosis. So I am that friend that will be there to help my friends. But sometimes when you have a combination of those 2, 3, 4 things all together, it can be a bit much. And I think it's about developing your own coping skills and your own coping mechanisms to deal with that. And I feel like that that last month is now getting better and things are improving. In respect to friends and people in general, I guess, if you go back to my first video, I think I mentioned my reasons for wanting to do a YouTube channel about my journey and what I expect from it. I don't expect to get loads of subscribers, or I don't want necessarily for loads of people to follow me or to make any kind of financial gain from my YouTube channel. It would be great to have one of those nice little silver YouTube plaques. That would be good. But if I can't get one, I could always buy a cheap one off Temu, I guess. No, I'm joking. I suppose recognition would be good for anyone. But I kind of get my own recognition from within myself, knowing that I am doing really well on my weight loss journey overall. But I also mentioned in my first videos that the biggest thing for me would be somebody else watching this, male or female, who's a large person like me. And I'm not talking 21, 22, 23 stone. I mean, my starting weight was 33 stone, 211 kg. That's, let's face it, that's classed as clinically obese. And my journey isn't any better or any worse than anyone, but my journey is a lot longer. But like all journeys, they've got to start somewhere. And if I could help just one person who's a similar size of to me, or has got 7, 8, 9, 10 stone to lose, and they can see me doing well on my journey, and if I can give them some hope, some inspiration, then do you know what? That really is enough for me. I'm trying not to get tearful about that, but honestly, that really is enough for me, that if I can just help one person to see that this journey can be done. I've got a really close female friend. I won't mention her name because that wouldn't be fair. I know watches my videos. One of those friends that you arrange to have a call with each other, like a FaceTime call. And you always say, yeah, we'll have a quick call, we'll have a quick catch up. And that quick catch up is normally anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours. And we could carry on talking for another 2 hours. That's how strong our friendship is. And I was so pleased to hear that she's decided to start the same journey on a GLP-1 journey. And she was asking me questions and saying to me that she's done her own research. She's an intelligent woman, so she's done her own research. But she hasn't actually got anybody else apart from myself who she knows is actually doing the journey, someone close to her. So she was asking me lots of questions about starting on a GLP-1 journey. And I tried to be honest and supportive as best as I can, and explain to her that the most common side effects possible, like constipation, diarrhea, some nausea, sickness, etc. But I'm really pleased that she's actually been accepted, and she will be starting a GLP-1 journey really soon. So you know you are. So good luck with that. I love you to bits. Also, looking at a few, I watch a lot of different YouTubers, especially regarding GLP-1 journeys, etc. The majority of them are really good, and I find really helpful, and it's great to see a different perspective. But what I found is really annoying me recently is the mainstream news outlets. and the press in respect of the negative press in respect of, oh, once you reach your goal and you finish GLP-1, you're going to gain all this weight back. That sounds really harsh, and it's almost like scaremongering, because the way I look at it is, first of all, the GLP-1 is not a magic injection that you take and you just lose weight. You've got to put the work in as well. You've got to eat the healthy food, you've got to do some exercise, etc. What the GLP-1 is doing, it's actually taking some of the food noises away, and making it's like somebody holding your hand and telling you that they've got you and you're not on your own with this. And that's what it feels like. So I haven't got that constant noise, food noise in my head. There's the emotion linked to food of, like, when you're happy, let's have something to eat to celebrate that. When you're depressed or sad, let's have something to eat, because that's the only thing what I find comfort in. It takes that away, which is awesome. And let's face it and be realistic. For those watching who have been on a weight loss journey, a diet, whatever you want to call it, we all know that we've lost weight in the past and then we've regained the weight and a little bit more. I know myself going on a Slim and Well diet. I'd done the red days, I'd done the green days, I'd done the sins, etc. I lost just over a year, I lost 6 stone. I done really well. We are talking 10 years ago. And for whatever reason at the time, I stopped doing the plan, and the little treats, the takeaways started to sneak back in again, because of the food noises. The food noises were constant then. So, of course, it doesn't matter whether you're doing Slim World, Weight Watchers, the Cambridge diet, an Atkins diet, no matter what plan you are following, my thinking is, as soon as you stop that plan and think, oh, I've reached my goal or I've reached my target, I can relax now. If you're going to go back to old eating habits, of course the weight is going to go on. So to me, it's common sense. The difference I'm finding with a GLP-1 now is, one, it's taken the food noises away, and I'm actually learning more about food and more about nutrition, rather as before being in the slimming group saying, this is a red day, you can have this, this and this on a red day. This is a green day, you can only eat this, this and this. And you can have 10 sins a day, or I can't remember exactly. But you're almost following that, you can eat this and you can't eat that, and groups of food, which was fine and it worked, but I wasn't actually learning the nutritional aspects of food. Whereas I feel on this journey, I am actually learning about nutrition and looking at processed foods, carbs, etc. And I still have carbs, but very minimum carbs. And I think for all of us, I think we have certain foods what really battle against us. And the worst one for me is probably bread. I used to love bread like anybody else, but I tend to avoid bread now at home. I don't actually miss it anymore. But if I was to go and stay with my best friend and he would ask me what I want for breakfast, then I would probably have 2 pieces of brown toast for my breakfast. So I probably have toast or brown bread twice a month, compared to having bread every single day. Also looking at going back, I keep reminding myself my reasons for losing weight and looking at the benefits of losing weight. Losing 4.5 stone so far it feels like, even though I'm still really big, it's giving me so much more energy. I feel better for it physically. I feel better for it mentally. Even though I know I've still got such a long way to go. But I'm enjoying it. And I feel that my weight loss journey is becoming, it's not as dominant as it was on my first video. I don't class myself as being on a diet. I just class myself as like eating healthy, nutritious food and learning about food and food groups and what's good, what's bad, what's indifferent, moderation, etc. So I've got like a short-term plan, a mid-term plan, and a long-term plan, which I think is really important. I remember reading on one of the Facebook groups recently, and you see this a lot, how long will it take me to lose 3 stone? And it's this panic mode, and it's like, well, and I did ask the lady in question, it's like, well, why the rush? Why do you need to know how long it's going to take you to lose 3 stone? Is it, if you don't mind me asking, is it for a wedding or a vacation? And she came back and said it was for a vacation. And I'm like, so you want to lose 3 stone as fast as you can within 2 or 3 months so you can enjoy a vacation. But surely we should be looking at long term, not a short term fix. And if you're going to take a GLP-1 as a short term fix, I mean, whatever works for you. But I think really we need to look at the long term effects. And I know there'll be a time where I may decide that I've reached my goal and I need to come off these injections. I'm not there yet, so I'm not even worrying about that, so I don't have to deal with that at the moment. But what I am hoping is, in the meantime, I will continue to learn healthy habits and nutrition. I've spoken about nutrition so much in this video, but it's important for me. I'm feeling good about myself. Like I said, it's been a bit of a difficult month. I'm sorry I haven't done a video earlier on, but normal life goes on. But yeah, so far, total loss of 4 stone, 7 pounds, 28 kg. I'm really happy with that. And hopefully next time I will get you a video a little bit quicker than I did this time. There's a few of you watch my video but haven't subscribed yet. Do me a favour and press that subscribe button. Give me a hype, whatever that means. There's also a link in there to buy me a coffee if you want. I'd appreciate that. And whatever you're doing, your GLP journey, remember it's your journey, it's no one else's, and make it work for you. All the best. Good luck. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.